Yeah, any plans?
So what we've been doing the last few days, we have been having musical rehearsals for our upcoming show, A Musical Fair. And how's that been going, Carlos?
Amazing. We are now rehearsing. We're going to go to Japan this coming Saturday, and we're going to be there. We're going to do a lot of promo. We're going to sing for all the Japanese people over there. And it's going to be beautiful because obviously we have a fantastic song that we have done called Flowers Will Bloom. Mm-hmm. No. Flowers Will Bloom. They're talking about my head because they think I'm a big head. But which obviously makes so we can't be serious here. So we're going to do Japan until the 25th. Yeah, the question was.
We are coming to Japan.
Really? But the North was just so we're going to see California.
I love when we do this just on the fly, no rehearsal, just see how it goes.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
Well, that's the real side of Bill Divo.
I was going to say, you definitely get the real Divo.
Right now, you see what it is, the next stage of Bill Divo, non-edited,
so
censored.
Japan is going to be released. So this name. We are coming to Japan.
Cállate, pesado. So let's be serious.
Yes.
I always love the very first rehearsal when we rehearse for a new tour. Yeah. Because it's always a complete train wreck.
And this was no exception.
No, of course not. But I mean, it's how long is it ago that we've recorded the songs? That was like. Well, summer. Well, that's when we had our last session, but the first one started quite a bit earlier than that, so then you come into, for the first time together, come into the rehearsal studio, you got your lyric sheets, you got your iPad these days with the vocal score and everything, and then you start singing, yeehaw! And then, oh my god, where are we? What am I singing? So it's quite a way till it all gets on stage, but I assure you, well, we've had 3 days now, and I think we've done pretty good today. I think it was pretty solid what we've done. One song that was fantastic.
We got all the way out really good. It is ready to go.
It's Flowers Will Bloom.
Was Flowers Will Bloom, which, as we mentioned before, our big announcement. We are coming to Japan because Japan is releasing A Musical Affair before the rest of the world. They will be releasing first, and Flowers Will Bloom is a track on the Japanese release as a give back kind of it's a charity track for all the incidents that happened with the tsunami and the earthquake, and this is our way of giving assistance to the Japanese people to help rebuild and to continue to get through this tragedy. So this is what we've done, and we're going to be performing it when we, well, not exactly when we arrive, but shortly thereafter. So let's see, what else?
That's exciting to get back to Japan. We're going to have the announcement, we're going to be coming to Japan. No, we've missed Japan big time, honestly. Myself, I'm looking forward to some sushi, see some kind of the reggae company, absolutely, and Geika. Keiko. All the people that actually we've been seeing for years, but more importantly, all the fans, you know, that I love that when we arrive in Narita and you have all the fans waiting for you there and showing their support and love. I mean, I don't think I've seen an audience around the world that is so dedicated to our music. Really, there will be there.
You've just alienated all the other audiences around the world.
Exactly.
I said Japanese fans are exceptionally
and the Spanish and the English and the American. All of you. And the Swiss and the Russian, the Dutch and the Americans and the Malaysians. American.
Yeah.
Australia. The big news is that we're very excited to come back to Japan, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Thoughts, memories from the last?
Yeah, I'm always looking forward to Japan because Japan is always very special because in no other country you do a sound check at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because having done like 20-hour travel and being jet lagged, being about 16 hours out of your normal time zone that you're currently in, and then you wake up at 2:30 to actually get ready to be in camera. Only in Japan.
Makes you feel like a Superman, that's for sure.
And you still pull it off.
You still somehow make it.
Therefore, I have a curl.
Yes.
Because Superman has a curl.
Is that the reason?
Yeah, exactly.
We now have the reason to call us as Colonel.
Exactly.
It all makes sense. So what are we going to talk about here today?
So,
All right,
Something that makes sense.
do we see any questions?
From Japan.
Here we go.
From Japan, we then go to America, and we will begin the staging rehearsals for a musical affair, which is going to open on Broadway November 7th. And there are, in fact, a few more tickets, not very many. It's been selling very well, but there are tickets available if you're still interested and would like to come to New York City and see a very special engagement with us on Broadway. Very exciting.
With Heather Headley.
With Heather Headley as well, doing guesting and doing duets.
With surprises.
That's what I meant to say.
Lots of surprises.
Yeah. Let's say it's going to be without clothes.
Apparently that's not one of the surprise.
That's a surprise. Well, that's a surprise during the day.
Can we film on budget?
It's a new version. It's unplugged.
So what we can expect from the Broadway show? What can we expect from the Broadway show?
We have amazing songs. We have chosen the best songs of the musical theater. I mean, obviously we can't choose all the songs because it's difficult. And we have chosen new contemporaneous songs, old songs from all these musicals.
Many of which have made their way to our album, A Musical Affair.
And yeah, it's going to be really fun because it's going to be something new, a new concept show. So you're not going to be able to hear again Regresa a mí or Pasará.
Yeah. So no Isabel.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to ask for Isabel.
Anyway.
Yeah, this is pretty much going to be our most new and interesting show since the very first tour, when we first brought our music to the world.
Even I think the staging, the way we're going to do things, that will be slightly different, I hope.
Oh, yeah? How do you guys do it?
What are you going to do along? What are you going to do on that stage?
That's some of the surprises you're going to get. But it's definitely, I mean, it's interesting because we really the repertoire for this whole show, the criteria was that all of it has to have been on Broadway or in the West End at some point in a stage production. So all the songs we're going to do have been part of a musical at some point. So you're going to hear some of the old Divo classics, but a lot of new repertoire, all of the new album. So it's going to be definitely something new, something different. The whole creation, the imagery, the show, everything is going to be brand new. And it's going to be Divo on Broadway. And that has never happened before. We don't know if it's ever going to happen again. It's definitely a chance to witness a very, very, very special event. So I'm very excited.
Very excited.
I think we did also put a lot of energy into it, We're taking a risk, all of us, when we decided to do the album. We thought, it's definitely something we've got to do different after 10 years. Yeah. I'm very excited about Japan.
We're all so very excited about everything. But speaking, more importantly, me. We're excited about me.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness.
I'm very excited about you.
But speaking of the album, next week we are going to be unveiling clips, track by track, of the album. And so it's going to be very important to us to know what your feedback is. So if you can keep checking back with ildivo.com and have a listen to these clips, tell us what you think. I guess there's not really much we can do about it at this point because the album is finished, but we are always interested in your feedback.
Yeah, and we know obviously that there are a lot of people out there who absolutely love all the music theater repertoire, who definitely know much more about it. I do. It was a challenge for us, taking this repertoire, trying to fit Il Divo around it, so very curious about what the real music theater people as well think about what we're doing. If we just ask the participants on that one.
Matt, what?
Nothing. You're not supposed to go in on mine.
I'm never supposed to.
listen to it loud, I don't hear you.
I think if also the fans order the album, you know, what happens? They get a special thing, right? Some of them.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Oh, are you speaking of the deluxe package?
Well, tell us, do you want to tell us about your deluxe?
Yeah, it's the deluxe package. There you go. I have a deluxe package for you. It's if you drive me, I will send you a special deluxe calendar. Is it a calendar, isn't it?
Yes, there is calendar. We are right in the gray area right now. So,
And to make it clear, it's when we say personalized calendar means that we can think there's going to be a calendar with your name on it.
yeah.
That's a personalized thing. And then after that, we're going to see you on the show. We're going to give you myself a personal kiss. You see, just for no.
I think you're confusing them.
Yeah, confusing that?
Yes.
No, I think it's just.
I think you're engaging yourself.
There is a deluxe gift package that contains a personalized calendar of Il Divo 2014 and the deluxe album with a DVD. It sounds like a bit crazy what I'm doing, but obviously you can't miss it because there's not a lot out there, and yeah, we put a lot of work into it.
Yeah,
It's the calendar especially, isn't it?
Yeah, it's obviously
Yeah.
the new album, DVD, and with backstage footage and all the track-by-track stuff, and obviously calendar, 12 months calendar with all big pictures from the recent photo shoot we've done for this whole campaign and for the new album. So definitely something to have for the fans.
I will kiss you anyway.
Carlos will kiss you.
I will kiss you all.
That's the deluxe.
You know what? You
That's
know
the deluxe
what?
package.
You all out there who listen to this, hold him to that.
Hold me and kiss me. I'm still the single one, just in case you don't know it.
Speaking of questions from Twitter,
Oh yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Have you got any questions?
we do. We have questions from Twitter and Facebook. So let's just have a look here. Tamaki, whose at is Tamaki XOXO.
Yeah,
How will the A Musical Affair show on Broadway differ from the best of Il Divo shows?
Well, pretty straight.
I guess
Yeah.
we did kind of cover that a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. What I did before. I mean, what I said before. We're not going to sing songs that we have done in the past. It's a new thing.
It's
Completely
all
new
new
show.
repertoire.
Completely
All
new
new
show,
show.
new repertoire, new
clothes.
staging,
New
new
clothes.
clothes, new clothes.
New
shows.
people.
New
people.
You four guys.
New
four
four
guys.
guys. We're. This is. Good night, everybody. Team,
Tamaki, you'll see.
you will
Be
see.
surprised.
Tamaki.
You come.
Tamaki.
Tamaki.
Estamos aquí.
Estamos
Estamos aquí.
Estamos.
And at Team Miller _14 asks, what is each of your favorite track from the A Musical Affair? From the album.
Well, that's for you, David, isn't it?
What? No,
Team
each
David.
of yours.
No,
That's what
it's-
each of yours means.
Okay.
Yeah, difficult question.
Are they revealed, all the tracks?
I have.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
Yes. My favorite track is, in fact, Bring Him Home from Les Miserables. Because this was one of the songs in my early musical upbringing, age 14, mid-80s, that actually got me into singing in the first place. That one and Les Miserables and Phantom of the Opera, these were the two musicals that actually made me want to become a singer. And
Well, I
so
asked if it's your favorite.
that is my favorite. I think that is one of the most, well, all I ask of you is one of Andrew Lloyd Webber's best love songs, and there's really nothing like it. But Bring Him Home was the one that I connected to, because that was more, it's a higher tessitura song, and my voice is kind of a higher song, whereas Phantom of the Opera sits a bit low for me. I wish I could sing the Phantom, but it just goes too low. I can't reach it.
And
No
also,
lyrics?
and also what's quite amazing about it is actually, for kind of the first time in the last 10 years, I finally get to hear your voice properly, because you sing quite a lot of that song.
Huh?
And I think, and actually, it's beautiful to hear.
It's so beautiful.
No, it's true. I think it just,
I'm really.
it makes a lot of sense that it's your one of your favorite.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
I was trying to be honest.
That's very nice of you. I
Very good,
appreciate
very
it.
good.
Bit when I first left.
We give you later the $50.
Yeah.
I need to have a haircut.
Moving swiftly forward.
Sebastian,
What's your
what-
favorite
Well, my
track on
favorite.
there?
I was thinking about it. I like actually the more traditional songs myself. I would say, if ever.
Yeah, you like this song.
Who can I turn to? All right.
Ah.
I would say this type of songs. I really like it because I think it's. I've been playing some stuff like that to my kids lately about musical, to get to know musical in the more I can, because you two are the most expert in that, and I'm not really good at that. And what I really like is I can see that my kids love when I play West Side Story. I just got the movie now. When I play tonight or something like that, he's gonna leave. The most amazing thing is the fact that those songs, they travel, any time. What's the word? It doesn't matter whether
They're
you're 5-year-old.
timeless.
Yeah,
They're
they're timeless.
timeless.
Thank you. They're
Ageless.
ageless, timeless, relentless. No,
Fearlessness.
fearlessness. No, I find it amazing that actually young children can connect to that. And when I see my kids, I'm like, wow, it's wonderful. I really like that. I like that. There's traditions.
And which
and
musical is the song you choose?
Carousel and what's the
No.
other one?
Who can I turn to from which musical? Who can I turn to from which musical?
That's what I just said.
Moving swiftly forward. Carlos! Oh, by the way, here, wait.
No, it's
We just,
What's
before...
the carousel? Which one is it?
Okay. Before we continue, we would just like to say we are sorry to any viewers whose sound hasn't been great. We should have resolved the issue by now and it should be sorted. Terribly sorry about the first part if you weren't hearing anything and
We've never
it
had
was
sound.
just terrible.
We've never had sound.
I'm sure that's been very amusing to watch.
I was too.
Here, mom.
Was it too loud?
We will speak harder.
Speak
Carlos,
Your favorite track.
Carlos, my favorite track. There's a song in there.
who can I turn to? It's a fantastic. No, I would say maybe if I would ever leave you from Camelot.
If ever I would...
But it doesn't matter. It's the same meaning. If I would, what's the title?
If ever...
If ever I would leave you. And that's one of my favorite. I would say in Summer Enchanted Evening. Those two because they're the really old kind of songs. Summer Enchanted Evening is from the South Pacific. And South Pacific.
They just leave it. They love your Spanish accent. They love
South Pacific. You know that? So I'm very happy to be here with you guys. I'm so amazed. So these two songs are my favorite. So which one?
It's quite difficult to choose actually, because we've just been, as we said earlier, we've just been rehearsing on them for 3 days now. So we've been pretty much singing all the repertoire that we're going to do on the show. And my opinion about what I prefer and what not, that always changes over periods like that, because you really get intensely in touch with the music you're actually performing. We've done Memory today from Cats, and I absolutely love what we've done actually when we sang it live. So this afternoon I'd probably say Memory is my favourite. Yesterday I would probably have said You Never Walk Alone, because we kind of did that in the end. And that felt good. Starts very, very small, gets very, very big.
Yeah,
that sounds like that sounds like Divo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's what she said.
I think at the moment these are two tracks I'd like to mention on that note, definitely.
All right. Very good, very good. So, I don't actually remember the answer to this question, but the question from @Fiorella Madrid is who came up with the name?
Which
A Musical Affair.
I thought you knew.
I don't know. Lawrence?
Yeah, probably.
It was Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence spoke. So he
Lawrence came up with it.
Lawrence, he works.
Our clever record company did it.
Southern music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Good old Lawrence. Thank you for coming up.
Lawrence, we love you.
We're brainless.
It's true. That's why we're singers, and that's because that's all we can do.
We gotta walk along this. Yeah.
We're gonna walk along.
So a follow-up question from @LaSiren67 or Siren. How did you guys come on the idea to make an album of only songs from musicals?
It's Since a few shows ago, we were always adding some musical theater songs, and then we thought we should make a whole album to make a concept album, as I said before. So then we just choose the best musical theater songs, and we just said let's do the show. And I think it's a very very good new album.
It's always been under the radar. I mean, I remember in Philadelphia, I have a memory of that, like probably 7 years ago, something like that, 8 years ago. We were already talking about that.
That's the thing, because I think in Philadelphia 7 years ago, that's when it was the big snow in New York.
That's what I was going to say. I'm not actually even going to Philadelphia 7 years ago.
I remember that.
That's a great story. You should tell that at parties.
Yeah, I will. Have you got one?
What's your favorite song on the album?
All right,
Can you
so
feel enough tonight?
this from @DivaChristy was specifically targeted for Carlos, but I'm going to open it up to all four of us.
Excuse me.
Well, all right, we'll start with Carlos. Carlos, what places would you like to visit on your days off in New York City?
It depends on the company. I don't know.
That's beautiful. That's
the Wax Museum.
yeah.
This is why we love Carlos.
I'm
He's
sure.
honest.
I'm sure I would like to see some musicals. They told me there's a fantastic musical right now. It's not to make promotion for this musical, but it's like Charlie and the Chocolate, whatever.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They said it's beautiful. Well, no, it's in London now.
It's in London.
It's on Broadway. Yeah. Well, it will be on Broadway.
It's in London and Broadway.
It should be on Broadway. Because
I saw it in London. It's amazing. So you should see it when it arrives there.
To do chocolate.
Do?
Anyways, next question.
Anyways, Horst, I'm going to pass it over to you. What would you like to visit while you're in New York City?
Well, I have never seen a show on Broadway, actually. So I'm going to go and stand on the Broadway stage now, but I have never been in the audience, so that's definitely what I want to do. And for the rest, well, I actually hope, even though it's kind of only going to be beginning of November, that it's going to get really cold and wintry already, because I really like to take this time in New York to get into Christmas mood. So I'm looking very much forward to that, as I do every year. So, shopping, definitely go up and down Fifth Avenue and everywhere where it's interesting and expensive, and you just have to hold in yourself all the time. So, yeah, looking forward to being in New York that time a lot.
Do you have any plans for a Christmas tour?
Probably next year.
No, I mean you personally.
A shopping tour.
No, just
Christmas tour.
I don't know.
Me.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Urs Bühler from Divo sings Swiss Christmas tradition.
Yeah.
Swissmas.
Japanese. Yeah.
The what?
Yeah, something like that.
Swissmas Christmas. Frenchman?
Well, I'm very excited because I'll be with the kiddies, so I might see Charlie into the Factory of Chocolate.
It's not that
So-
It's not
It's
there.
not
It's
there.
not there. We've decided. It's
Well, if it's not there yet, there
We
might
can
be
see it.
something really good you might be able to advise me to go and see with the kiddies and the family, since they're going to be there.
Have you seen the Lion King? You saw the Lion King, isn't it?
I saw The Lion King
Oh,
actually
okay.
here in London. That was fantastic.
yeah.
Um,
Maybe.
what about Billy Elliot?
I have not seen Billy Elliot, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's very good.
Yeah?
What's that for kids then?
What's it?
What's
What?
that for kids?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
little ones?
I might see something.
No,
like that.
no.
And the greatest thing about actually being with the family is, since Christmas is coming up, I love going to like Saks or all those big like mall where you can buy.
Toys R Us.
Yes.
That's
There's lots of things to see, and buy some stuff for Christmas. Some Christmas decorations or whatever.
it's beginning to feel a lot like
It's
Christmas.
gonna be fantastic.
I feel like Santa Claus.
Cold, romantic, and
Some stomach.
Yeah, you're feeling romantic. I can tell.
I want to look at you all the time, darling. So what's going on for you? What are you gonna do?
Where are you
Yeah,
going to go?
exactly.
Where are you gonna go?
I'm going to go. Oh,
I'm gonna go.
Well, you know what? I think we should organize this. I think we should pick a musical and all four go see a musical we've never seen before.
Yeah. And then we tell each other, well,
And then we'll tweet about it. Maybe even Urs will tweet about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
me?
Urs, maybe
Oh,
it's
still
Oh.
trying.
I don't even know how that stuff works.
We will get you one day.
Yeah.
We will get you. Well, all right. One more question from the Twitter. This is from @BFFEFYY.
That isn't it.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's more, yeah.
And the question is, do you guys sing in the shower?
Do you sing in the shower?
Do you sing in the shower?
Yeah, I have a very funny story about that, which I can't.
Oh, I love yours funny stories.
I really can't tell that here on camera, but
Oh.
short answer is yes, I do. Apparently, I do. I've been told via that I do. Yes.
What do you sleep shower? How are you not aware of it?
No, of course I know it, but yeah, I do.
Carlos.
Well, sometimes, not always. Depends the mood.
What did you say before? Depends the company.
Yeah, exactly. It depends in which mood I wake up the night before.
Dirty birdie.
Exactly. I'm the single one still. Good.
I haven't heard that one in several months. You're a single one.
Yeah. You?
Me, yes, I sing in the shower.
Okay.
It sounds great in the shower.
It's always sounds better
Characteristic.
in. Yeah.
We should all go to the shower. Yeah.
Seb, do you sing in the shower? We're going to move to Facebook.
I do.
You do?
I do. I like.
We all
singing
sing in the shower. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, we'll all sing in the shower.
Maybe we can do that next year. The shower.
The shower
Tour.
tour.
The shower
Curtain
tour.
We're going to spread you with water.
This is why we love Sebastian. He's got
We'll get
such
the
great outside-the-box ideas. All right. So...
I mean, just to clarify that, we actually sing in the shower while we're actually showering. We're not like going into the shower to sing inside.
Well,
Except when we're on tour and we play arenas, and the only place that you have to warm up
That's
backstage
true, actually.
is the locker room in the shower.
Then we constantly sing in the showers.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
That's true.
That's-
So we sing in the shower.
We sing a lot in the shower,
This
right?
is-
Especially when we're on tour.
Especially in Germany.
Yeah.
It was Andrea Bueller writes, Urs and Seb, why only them? If you could be someone else for a day, who would it be?
I would like to be David Miller.
Yeah. I would like to be yours. And you would like to be another one, I guess.
You know,
It's a good story. You should tell it.
It's
apart.
fantastic.
I'd like to be the
George Clooney.
Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama.
Daily Lama. He writes in the Daily Mail. The Daily Lama. Lama, yeah. It's very good.
How do you say that in English?
Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama.
Daily Lama.
Daily Lama.
Daily.
Dalai Lama.
And why would you want to be the Dalai Lama?
Because I'd love to have his wisdom.
We would love that too.
That sounds very sexual.
Well, wisdom is not sexual, but that's okay. You can look up on the...
Excuse me, I shouldn't say it.
No, I think he's got an amazing sagesse. What's the word?
Wisdom.
Huh?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
Yeah.
Sagesse.
Sagesse,
I
sagesse.
think it's just his knowledge. I go often on his Twitter account, since we talk about Twitter, and it's amazing what the guy can say in what? How many letters you have? 145?
160.
150?
140.
140 characters. He can say anything, and I found that amazing, mind blowing.
All right. That's
very
excellent.
That's unbelievable. I have no words.
I have.
Well,
I'm out of.
that's what probably you should go on this account, because this guy wants to be.
And
It's the best.
if I were to be someone else,
Yeah,
I would.
There you go on another.
I would be Urs Brewer. Yeah, I would.
Oh, what about him? Simon's dog, the Diggly Wiggly.
Squiddly Diddly. I used to watch Squiddly Diddly.
You want to be
Who's
Squiddly
Squiddly
Diddly?
Diddly?
This
Wanna
is
be
a little
Simon's dog?
octopus.
No, but what's he
Well,
talking
that's
about?
Simon has two dogs.
Simon's two dogs, Squiddly and Diddly. Is that
Simon,
how-
you have
Doggy!
children.
Yeah.
Squiddly diddly diddly.
And that's
do.
not one to come.
That's a mitzvah, and congratulations.
That's a bar mitzvah.
Mitzvah.
And congratulations, and I hope you enjoy them, because they are going to be your best friends. You're going to be so cuddly. I can already tell. Yes, you will have them on America's Got Talent immediately as soon as they're old enough.
Do you think Simon's watching our Ustream?
Yeah, he's going to watch it right now.
If Simon, if you're watching, I'm so sorry.
Did you like our record? Simon, did you like it?
As did Lee.
Okay, here's one. Here's one from Lisa Sunner. It seems after 10 years that as a group, you have accomplished most of what you have wished for. What would each of you like to achieve before the next decade of Il Divo has passed?
Oh, that...
Be still
Still be alive.
Still on stage, the four of
Yeah.
us. I think that would be quite amazing if we can sustain another 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a dream, you know. I mean,
that's-
we've
that's
been already together for 10 years. We haven't done something for our 10 years, we should. But if we can make another 10 years all together, that's the wheelchair after this.
That's the biggest thing I'd like to achieve in the next 10 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
still be together.
I'd like for us to achieve a feature film. I'd like to start a Kickstarter program where the fans donate the money and help write the script of what they would like to see Il Divo doing on the silver screen and weave a story out of that somehow. And I don't know where it would go. This is just the idea. So we'll make that happen in 10 years. Yeah?
I think that's a bit of a dangerous formulation. If you say it like, I'd like to have the viewers write a script with what they would like to see Il Divo do.
That's perfect.
Carlos is obvious.
I'm sure you're
We have-
happy with
we
that.
have a
Perfect.
scene.
I'm very happy
We
about
have a
it.
scene
Write
for
it.
you, Carlos.
Write it. Can't wait.
All right. Well, let's see if we can make this happen.
Yeah, let's do an Il Divo feature film.
Yeah.
All right.
What about a musical? Il Divo the musical.
Il Divo the musical.
The musical.
That could be
Ah,
fun.
that would be
that's
cool.
We
Hey.
seem to be broaching the music theater genre, so why not?
That would be amazing, yeah?
Exactly.
Make it about
What's
how we all came together.
It could be like the Regress à Me video, only a whole musical.
We talked about that as well. Residency in Vegas.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
That would be fantastic.
We want to play Vegas.
Management?
That'd be fun.
That would be when I play Vegas for a long
That'd be
time.
fun. As long as we can still go out on tour and travel the world.
Oh, here's the next question.
I love you long time.
Here's the next question from Svetlana. Are you guys interested in making a movie like One Direction that tells about Il Divo's journey from the beginning?
Oh, we just had that really silly idea. We should never
No,
do that.
that doesn't make any sense to us.
No, no, nothing. We would never do that.
Why would you ask this question? Vinny asks, what do you think about the term bromance? Do you guys know what that word means?
Is that Romance on Broadway?
No, it's romance, like a brotherly friendship between guys.
What?
Okay, so,
Isn't
excuse
that
me one
called
second.
It's not like romance, but like brotherhood.
No, not quite so far as homosexuality, but being friends to the point of like, there's a phrase in American English, I don't know if it's the same in English, but bros before hoes, it's a terrible phrase. I don't suggest anybody uses it. But the brothership before the
Before
relationship.
you turned, before you weed your own
Before you go into the garden with your hoe,
Yeah.
you consult your friends, your brothers. No, it's friendship with your mates
Yeah.
before your romantic relationship. Kind of making a priority thing. As you would say, oh yeah, bros before hoes. This terrible, terrible thing.
But that's romance?
No, that's bromance.
You're confusing me.
Oh,
What?
it's
Romance.
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 It's not
It's terribly rude. It's awful.
true. Rose before
So
home.
what do we think about that?
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, what-
Well,
And could it be applied to Il Divo? What they're asking is, are we good friends?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Romance.
Just
Is it-
slow
do
down.
we have
Do we like each other?
Yeah.
Basically.
What can we do? We're
Like
together for 10
purely.
years anyway.
I do have a different idea of romance. I mean, if I think romance in any term, there'll be a woman involved for me, and not another man. Sorry.
But one thing
But
that
if you take romance back to its root word of Roman, the Romans, romance, what would the Romans do? I think that's the question we need to ask ourselves.
But I still don't get it.
well, one thing I know is I think if something would
They're
happen
gonna have
to
a
any of
romance.
us,
Wait, Seb has the
Yeah.
punch.
Okay.
I think one thing I've seen over the years is when something happens to one of us, or if something happens to one of us, we're very protective as brothers. We care about one another.
Yeah, for the most
We
part.
are like cousins.
Yeah, we're
Like
like
cousins.
cousins.
More like
Stepsisters.
ugly
Stepsisters.
Stepsisters.
Like
Like a
sister.
I have a sister. You like a stepsister. I
We're like septic stepsisters. Say that
Septic
5
stepsisters.
times.
Yeah, stepsisters from South Pacific.
We're like pirates.
This is the brotherhood here. We're taking the
there's
mickey of
some
each
run.
other all the time. Come on.
Come
Let's
on.
see, what else do we have here?
Boy George's coming up with a new...
I know. You're gonna buy it, yeah.
Well, we have a repeat question. And that's fine. Maybe Susan Marie Geldart is new to Il Divo, but she says, what kind of music do you listen to in your own time?
Susan Boyle.
She's done music theater.
Alright, no. I have to be serious. What do I listen to? What do I listen to?
I need to say this. I gotta say this word.
That's how we speak.
That's how he speaks.
That's exactly how
You don't even want to know how I speak.
He's French.
It doesn't.
Come on,
That is very polite.
it's not specific.
Don't speak on me. Don't speak on me.
Kings of Leon, I would listen to 30 seconds to 30 seconds to Mars.
To 30 seconds.
I like the Arctic Monkeys, and I've heard the new album is really good, so that's something I need to listen to. There's some Alex Hepburn, she's really, really cool. Really good stuff. I've been pushing the management to get her, so they're good, she's very talented. Yeah, Il Divo. No, seriously, there's some really cool things out there.
Yeah.
So,
I heard they have a new album out.
Yeah.
It's coming out.
and they're going to Japan.
Yeah, and that's a big announcement.
Yeah.
I heard this earlier today.
So what do you guys listen to?
The flowers will bloom.
Two flowers.
Two flowers. The funny thing is, I don't listen to much music. No, I don't think they're always involved. No, it's true.
You've been listening. I know.
No, I mean Tom Johnson and all that thing. Yeah, of course, but it's not.
There's
You
a.
listen to Innocence.
Damn it! You stole my.
Innocent, yeah. That's what that sounds that I've listened for the last few months.
Exactly.
Innocent.
That's what you've been
Because I'm the
listening to.
producer, and obviously I went to Mexico to make promotion. I love big kiss to all the Mexican fans.
Oh,
And it was
lucky
fantastic.
man.
Yeah. No, that's what I've listened for the last
You did.
month. Yeah, it's true.
Well, I still love my heavy metal, of course. But, I listen to a lot of different stuff these days. A bit under the influence of my girlfriend, started to listen to quite a bit of country. It's quite fun as well. I do quite enjoy it, actually. Last track I bought of iTunes is something completely different again. That's Avicii, Wake Me Up, which I absolutely love. I can listen to it 10 times in a row. It's just got such a great feeling. Looked up the singer who sings it, Aloe Black as well, and it's cool stuff. It's just great to keep your mind open, and especially I'm kind of like Carlos. I do not listen to a lot of music in my private time. Mostly what I hear, what I get exposed to is if I sit with somebody else in the car, because I don't put music on. When I drive myself, I rather enjoy the quiet. But when I'm in the gym, or when I'm on the treadmill, I'll go running, then I put my music on, and that's when I hear new music, and that's where I get my stuff.
What sort of music is Avicii?
Avicii?
Avicii
is like Swedish, what is it? He's a Swedish young guy. Is that house?
House music, like House Mafia or something.
That's
amazing.
amazing.
It's like that.
Wow.
And myself, I typically listen to drum and bass. I'm really into Skrillex right now. But for the last... Do you need some medicine?
No, he's an itching.
Just thinking of you when you did.
Actually, I've never heard that word you just said.
Skrillex.
Skrillex.
I'm Skrillex a lot lately.
Really into acrylics at the moment.
Skrillex.
But for the last few months, I've been following the career of this young and up and coming soprano, Sarah Joy Miller. Her debut album's just come out, The Glorious Dream, and it's available on iTunes everywhere.
She's right.
And she's very good.
She's fantastic.
She's really, really good.
Beautiful. She's everything. She's fantastic.
Oh, you guys, I'll give you your money
She
away.
comes to Japan.
She came to Japan last time. You know what? We're going to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, big announcement.
Yeah.
No, it's not real. It's
Yeah. We should bring all the girlfriends to Japan.
That one.
I mean, there's
yes.
going to be mine. Going to be a very long list.
You're going to have a line out the door. Is what
I tell you. My room is going to be 3, 4, 6.
Sarah Joy's album is out on iTunes.
Sarah Joy's album is out on iTunes.
Tuna.
It's going to be yours, I think.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
Right.
Do you imagine they give you a 3, 4, 6?
Yeah. Can you imagine the people who want to come and see you knock at my door at 2 in the morning?
Hey, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
All right. Well, I think we have come to that point where the conversation has degenerated far enough.
Yeah, it's just like always.
Like always.
We're not able to have a normal conversation after half an hour.
This is what happens with a bromance.
This is what you get from what you Divo.
I-
Romance. You're going to get romance in songs.
So it's been once again a pleasure for us to catch you up on everything that's happening with us.
And having lots of nonsense.
And we love lots of nonsense.
Okay,
And thank you for your questions. And again, sorry about the microphone malfunction. We have a crap team of IT people helping us.
They have no
And
idea.
they're right there behind the camera,
Yeah,
so
but
we're
they have no
laughing
idea.
at you. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun, and we hope to see you on Broadway. We hope you come out and give our show a chance and have a look. And
Very excited about all this stuff coming up for us. I mean, after 10 years, it's all good.
Yeah. And just to say this, also for next year, we're not just going to sit at home and be lazy. Don't you worry about that. I'm not going to say anymore. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. And if you want to have more information on what the titles of the album, Sebastian.
I think
And the story.
No, because I think it's a musical affair.
so thank you all very much for tuning
Thank you.
in. And we will hopefully not stay away so long again, as we always do, for a month at a time. We're going to try and make this a more regular thing.
Yep.
And stay tuned for some surprises on social media that we might be facilitating.
We don't look to no one.
If you got a neck problem or something.
Look at
Look at
Urs.
him.
Oh, look at Urs.
Why? Why are you looking at me?
And now wink to the camera.
I have no idea what they're looking at.
If we get a million, already.
Just a million.
Just a million.
Send a million
Let's
oranges.
start just with a
and
million.
then
10 million.
Urs will join Twitter.
Yeah.
So thank you all very much. Goodbye. Kisses.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.